Hello friends, SentinalH here, and welcome back to our Revolution 2 Let's Play series. So the first thing I want to show you out is this new addition to our treehouse. There's a nice little skinny rope bridge here going over to it. I still need to cut this doorway wider. That's better. I need to move this later. This isn't going to stay here. So this little addition here, this little building, I thought it looked kind of neat. It's got some little wall sections have wall and some of them have glass. There's still more glass in here than solid wall, which is nice. And you can see over to there, to where the rest of the treehouse is. And you may be wondering to yourself, well, what's this room for? Well, I have laid out some patterns here. This is where we're going to put our biodiesel generation. Right over here. It's going to be sweet. I've been processing lots of stuff in this crusher. I should learn to keep the crusher off when I'm not using it in case I fall in, which I don't think is going to happen. But even if it did, I wouldn't die. I've been processing a lot of iron and copper. I've got a whole stack of copper and 3 stacks of iron, which may or may not be enough to actually build all this stuff. It's actually 3 and like a half stack. It's got some iron left over. And it's snowing over on this side of the treehouse, not on the other side. Interesting. So I've also been processing some more steel. I've got a couple blocks of steel made, so we've now got 21 steel, which won't be enough probably for the refinery, but we can I'll definitely build the squeezer and the fermenter. Dragon stopped by and gave me this architect's saw bench, which you use to make like all the interesting architectural stuff that Haggle had on his one mansion we saw in the last video. So that'd be cool. Arches and stuff. Doesn't really, I don't know if any of them will actually be useful for this treehouse. It's like this ultra modern style we got going on sort of lends itself more to just squares and stuff. We might be able to replace these fences with some railings and actually put some railings around this that look nice. We'll see. I'll experiment with that later. So we've got a bunch of iron and copper in our hands. We can go ahead and make all of the light engineering blocks that we need. Well, we need quite a lot of them. I still have it written down. We have I don't have the number that I need, but we need 9, 18. We need 36 of these. So you cut that in half, and that's how many we need. So we need 18. We need to make this 18 times. So that's a lot of copper and iron, but also more iron because of these stupid things. So yeah, let's go ahead and craft that. Let's see how many of these we can actually make. Quite a bit. So there's 1, 2, 3. Basically, I need 36 of these. So we'll just keep crafting. Oh goodness. We have already used up like all of our iron. Alright, so we got 36 of these, which means we can stick them like that and craft this recipe 18 times. So can we do it? No, we can't. We can craft it 9 times. Well, we're halfway there. We need more copper. I have some more copper. Actually, I don't have it smelted. I underestimated the amount of copper I would need, but we can start that smelting there. And then see if we can craft ourselves some more of these. Well, we can craft it one more time. There's 20. Let's go place these where they're going to go. So I was using these steel fences just to lay out where they were going to be so that I could make this building large enough. So, and we need to put the same on the, not on the ceiling, but above it. Because it's only 3 blocks tall. Alright, so that's one of them, and I'm going to go grab the blocks. I don't know whether to put the squeezer or the fermenter on that side. I don't think it'll matter. Because I'll just be feeding stuff in from either direction anyway. So we'll just stick, it doesn't matter which side we stick it on. Okay, that'll be enough to craft a few more. So if you remember back to our tutorial, to make these things you leave an empty space in the center. And now if I go ahead and whack it with my hammer, Come on. Why isn't it working? Let's look this up. I can't think of a reason why it isn't working. The book is a bit small. Oh, I need another, there's not an empty space in the middle. It's actually another engineering block. My mistake. Engineering block. Squeezer. Boom. There we go. There's our industrial squeezer in its nice little home. Now, we can place the fermenter on the other side of the room. I think that should be enough. If it's enough. It is not. We now have 15. We need to craft this one more time. So we just need a few more copper ingots. And there we go. We should be able to craft it now. As you can see, you go through a lot of... Well, that might actually be... 17, 19. That's not enough. We need 18, 19. So I actually need to craft more of these. That's enough copper. We need more iron. Let us smelt ourselves some more iron. Alright. Put this dust back over here. We'll go lay out what we got. So that's all I've been doing since the last episode, really, on this. It's just been processing resources through my crusher. It's still going to take quite a while, mainly because I don't have enough power to run it at full speed. That's one of the reasons I'm building this. Do these things connect? Good, they don't. I didn't think they would, but I was mostly just hoping that they wouldn't connect to the windows. There we go. 3, 4. 2 more. And we're good. Hello, external heater. There we go. Some more iron. I actually get experience for the iron, but I don't think I get the experience for the copper, but that may just be my... I may just be going crazy. Anyway, we need to craft 2 of these. There we go. And now we don't have enough copper to craft the actual thing, so I miscalculated on that. So we'll throw some more copper dust in here. I really do like my this heated furnace, this external heater for these furnaces. I produce just enough power to run these. I can't run the external heater and the crusher. I can't run the crusher plus anything else. The crusher starts stuttering because it doesn't get enough power, which is one of the main reasons we need to upgrade our power supply. Because 2 advanced windmills are not enough. Now I could build some water wheels, but those wouldn't be up in the trees. Those would have to be down at the ground level because it'd be crazy to build water wheels up in the trees, you know. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's enough room in there. I counted it correctly. There we go. There's our fermenter. So now we just need to build our refinery. Now I don't know, but I don't really think I'll have enough resources to build this. So let's find out. It's mainly steel that I'm worried about having enough of. We're smelting copper while we're doing this because we're going to need more of it. Here's our steel. So in order to craft the refinery, we need some heavy engineering blocks, some light engineering blocks, and some steel scaffolding, as well as the sheet metal blocks that I prepared ahead of time. Aren't I forward thinking? Now, I'm going to need more of these, which means I need steel fences, which is fine because I have plenty of them. So steel fences and then some steel ingots gives us 6 more, which is enough for the scaffolding. No, it's not. We need. Let's find out. 2, 4. Yeah, it is. We just need 8. Okay. So now, if you remember back to the tutorial for this, we now need light engineering blocks and heavy engineering blocks. The heavy ones go on the sides, the 2 sides. The light ones go in the middle. No. Just make sure I got that right. Indeed. And then on the next level, we need another heavy engineering block and another light engineering block, and then we're good. Because it's basically just, that's what I need. The engineering blocks are the hard part to craft because I'm low on steel, you know. I don't have like an industrial blast furnace yet and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so the heavy engineering blocks. It needs electrum and pistons, and I believe I have. I know I have the gold dust. I don't know if I have. I should have the silver dust as well. I think I have one electrum that's already smelted up. Yeah, there it is. And then I've got some, gold dust and silver ingots. But where's my silver dust? Thought I had some more of that. Let's just grab this. We can always crush it again if I need to. Indeed. I'm pretty sure if I have some silver dust left sitting around, it's probably down in the it's probably in there. I need to go back to that mine site for the silver. Over in that direction, right over there, with my new pick. And I need to go mine some silver. I actually didn't think about that because I forgot that I needed electrum. All right, so we don't have any silver dust in here. We have tiny silver piles, but that's not enough anyway. So I should be able to chuck a silver ingot in here and turn it back into dust. I really hope so. Let's just find out, because I would really hate to throw that in and have it just completely destroy it. The metal press will turn it into silver plates, of course. Ah, yes, the crusher will turn it back into silver grit 1-to-1, so we don't lose anything. So we'll chuck that in there. We'll turn that lever off so it'll actually run. There's our copper. Throw that in there. Grab our silver grit. Mix our silver grit with our gold dust to get 2 pieces of electrum grit, and then we will smelt it. Because this is metallurgy. Behold the metallurgy happening before your very eyes. I also went and mined a bunch of coal blocks, and I was throwing it through the crusher as well. So I could get coke, because we need our cocaine. Okay, there we go. We also need to make pistons, so we need wood and cobblestone. I should have grabbed that earlier. Well, by the end of this episode, we may have a refinery, guys. Which means I just need to supply it with the resources that it takes, which is going to be a bit tricky. I have to set up another farm, and then auto-harvesting. So anyway, we'll just grab ourselves some cobblestone, and our wood, and then some redstone dust. I have some more redstone ore as well that I found while mining copper, so I need to throw that through the crusher as well. That'll get me some nice redstone. Now, I think for things like redstone, I think it's better if you have a rotary craft extractor because you get more in the end. But I got an immersive engineering crusher, which is good enough for me. Oh yeah. The digger's backpack will have eaten up my my cobblestone. I should really lock that. There we go. Bag locked. And our inventory is completely full of junk. We don't need these steel frames in our inventory right now, or these steel scaffoldings, so let's put that away. We also don't need our treated wood planks. Okay, so we need 2 of them. I need iron. Gosh darn it. There's some iron ingots. We will turn that off because I'm gonna. The conveyor belts are annoying because if you walk onto a conveyor belt, it's hard to get off of it. Okay, so 2 there, 2 there, 2 there, 2, 2. And there's our pistons. Now we can go in here to here. We actually don't need pistons for these things. We need to craft 2 of those. And then we go back to the heavy engineering block, and we can now craft 1. Well, 2. Okay, which is actually enough. Yes, it is. It will be enough. So plop that there. And on the next layer, we will plop that in the back, I believe. It's either in the back or the front. Either way. Yeah, it's in the front, actually. Either way, we have enough heavy engineering blocks. So we did have enough steel. So now we just need to craft ourselves up some more of these. We'll put our steel in there. Some more of these light ones, and we'll also put our electrum in this chest over here. I need to work out an automatic processing system for this using the conveyors. I'm going to. Alright, so we should have enough of this. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 light engineering blocks. So we'll just craft 2 of these, and then 2 more, because we need to craft this twice at least. And it's not enough iron, so we need to wait for more iron to smelt. It's not quite as fast as I'd like. It speeds up when you have more power going in it, but obviously I do not, because the RF that the advanced windmills produce is not all that great. I still need to talk about the advanced windmill in a tutorial series. I just never got around to it. It was kind of in a dead zone because it requires steel, but it's still not as powerful as the other types. So there was really not a whole lot of reason to talk about it yet. We'll talk about it in the next episode of the tutorial series probably. Alright, so that goes there and that goes there. Now I need one more because this goes in the front. And then I need another light engineering block. I don't like it, generally, when mods do this, where you need an odd number of a certain block, but they craft in an even number. You know what I'm talking about? Need more iron. And see, I wouldn't be able to speed this up by adding another furnace, because if I added another furnace, they would both smelt slower, because there's just not enough power. So we just gotta wait now for 4 iron ingots, and then we'll be able to craft our refinery, because I've already got the sheet metal. Alright, so craft that up. Bada bing. Light engineering blocks. One more right there. Now it's time for our sheet metal. 2 layers on each side. Basically, I think these are representing the tanks that are holding like the interim these components before it crafts them together or something. Oh yeah, I need to claim a few more chunks as well. If you notice, I own like the area over here, but then if I walk that way, I don't own it. It's the wilderness. So there we go. So now these are both directly connected to the refinery. This is the best way to connect it if you're only going to run, one of each. I don't know if you need. I don't know what the ratio is. I don't know if like one refinery is capable of running off the input of like more than one of these. But in the interest of space, this works just fine. Let's craft a lever. I really like popping levers on these because there's nothing else to do with them, and why not pop a lever on it? Now to give this thing power. Ooh, actually, there's a problem here. Power comes in the back. So I'll have to break out that window, put a power plug on it, and run the power around the outside of this building. A bit annoying, but I wish the power input was on the top or something. I like it when they're on the top. Not that there would have been room anyway. There's room for me to power up these 2 things. At least put wires on them. And I should be able to run a wire from here into the building over there. So let's do that. I should have enough time left on this episode to do that. I've got the wire connectors and I've got the wire coils. Just enough. Well, yeah, I need 1, 2 actually. So I have more than enough of that. So if we hop up here and slap down that and then that, we can connect them together like so. And then we should be able to connect that to this. Hooray! Power wire. In reality, this would be totally dangerous. We are running a lot. Oh! Okay, it burned up. Why did it burn up? And that wire burned up as well. Actually, all my wires burned up. That's a problem. Okay, I think I get what happened here. No, I actually don't understand. I mean, obviously too much power was getting drawn through the wires. So they melted. But why? It was putting some power into this one, and that one didn't burn up. It was basically full on this end. These things run on low power, don't they? The industrial squeezer, engineer's hammer, power input to the top or bottom. It doesn't say how much power you're supposed to put into these things. Power input and fluid outputs. Alright, well, I didn't expect that to happen. That's put a little bit of a damper on the festivities. All of the LV wire connectors from here to the windmill have been melted. I have to replace them all. Anyway, we've got our biodiesel production set up. I just gotta figure out how to power it. So stay tuned for future episodes. Something, unfortunate always has to happen, Stay tuned for future episodes. I'm SentinalH, and I'm signing out.